Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you saw by the title, I am doing a 10,000 subscriber Q&A video, and I was supposed to post this maybe like a week ago. I'm not really sure exactly what time, but we hit 10,000 subscribers right when I posted the water park, and then I had people filming at my water park, and then it was my birthday. So it got very complicated and very busy. So I have not had the time to film until now, and now we're at 12,000 subscribers. So the timing's been a little weird, but I promised you guys this video, so I'm posting it now. So I did a poll on Instagram and you guys wanted me to play Bloxburg while answering the questions. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be paying attention to Bloxburg because I'm probably going to be focusing on the questions. So if I don't move for a while, then you'll know why. So let me pull up the questions. We have 40 questions to go through, but I'm going to answer them pretty quickly. Okay, while I'm getting my moods up, we're going to do the first question. Where do you think you'll be a year from now? Will you still be doing YouTube? I'm hoping so. I'm about to start college though, and I'm taking more classes than I should be, so I'm gonna be pretty busy with that alone. This is just gonna be something that hopefully I'll have time for. I think I'll be okay. I'm pretty good with time management. But to answer your question, probably. What's your aesthetic and what's your favorite emoji? So my favorite emoji is the glitter emoji. Don't know why, I just like the look of it. And then my aesthetic, I would say like beige bougie. I don't know if that makes sense. I'll put some pictures on the screen. I like beiges and browns and natural colors, and then I like a little touch of bougie. So the next question is, how old are you? I'm 18, just turned 18 last Friday. What is your longest time of working at pizza delivery? Like 5 minutes maybe? I know that sounds weird, but I actually don't do that job. I do the ice cream job, and I have a whole other video explaining why I do that job, and I actually make more than pizza delivery doing the ice cream job. So I'll put that video in the description below for you guys to watch after this Q&A. Do you work for your Bloxburg money or do you get it with Robux? So I am very proud to say this. I have never spent a single Robux on Bloxburg Cash, and I'm hoping to keep the streak, but we'll see how busy I get when it comes to college. What is your sexuality? I am straight. How did you come up with your username? ROBLOX? Builds? Robuilds. That's pretty much it. What is your zodiac? I am a Leo. What is your Hogwarts house? I am a Gryffindor. What is your biggest fear? So I have two really big fears. The first one is drowning and the second is failure. Two completely different things, but those have always been two that I've been pretty worried about. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I do. I have a little brother and I have a twin brother. So if you didn't know that already, surprise, I have a twin. What is your favorite color, your favorite song, your favorite movie, and your pet peeves? My favorite color is beige, which I know is a little boring, but I like the color. Your favorite song? My favorite song is Unkiss Me by Maroon 5, and I hit that tree. Your favorite movie? I would probably say the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie. And my pet peeves? Slow walkers and loud chewers. The next question is, was your dog a surprise? No, she was not. I actually helped look for her. So we lost our first dog that we actually ever had. She grew up with me. I got her, I think I was in kindergarten when I got her. Her name was Dixie. I'll put a picture of her on the screen. She passed away in February, and we kind of waited. We were like kind of thinking we wanted another dog, and then a couple months ago we were ready and we wanted another dog to bring to our family, and so we started looking, and I was able to convince my parents to get a puppy, even though they still technically wanted a puppy. They wanted like a 4 to 5 month old puppy, but I wanted like a brand new puppy that we had to like potty train and stuff like that, and so now we have Ruby. The next question is, where do you get your inspiration from? It's usually when I am trying to sleep or I'm in the shower. I have a brain that kind of goes everywhere during the day, and I think of everything, and it just like it never calms down. I can't relax. I'm that type of person that has to be doing something. But while I'm showering and while I'm trying to sleep, your brain kind of has to calm down, and when it does, that's when you start to actually think of ideas, which is really interesting. It's like this whole research study, but that's when I come up with my ideas. And then I make sure to have like a pad of paper next to my nightstand or something, so if I come up with something, I can write it down right away and then fall asleep. I'll use Pinterest as well, but not too much. I'll look at like interior design and I'll just kind of save them and use that for inspiration sometimes, but most of it's just in my head. If you could have one item from Bloxburg in real life, what would it be? Let's see. Well, does the price count as well? Because if so, I would do the golden egg because it's 100,000 Bloxburg Cash. Sell that to get $100,000 and then use that money and just spend it however I'd like. I don't know if that's cheating for the answer, but that's what I would do. How do you keep on track on building on Bloxburg and living your own life? So that's a really good question. then I actually started to play Bloxburg right at the beginning of quarantine, so I didn't have much to do in the first place. I mean, I had to finish school, and that semester, like, they didn't really count for us, which was really weird, so I technically didn't have to do my classes, but I did do them just because that would help me the next year for school. And then during my senior year of school, we were still in quarantine, and I had a lot of time to just build and to create content. So that's what I did. And then it was summer, so then I still had plenty of time, and now that I'm starting college, that's gonna be a whole other story. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. What's something on your bucket list? I really want to go skydiving. I'm an adrenaline junkie. I love roller coasters, and if you're someone who knows me in real life, you'd be very surprised because I used to be very shy, still am shy. I'm getting better at the socializing, but I'm the total opposite when I'm at like an amusement park or I'm doing something that's like thrilling. And I think skydiving would just be a lot of fun for me. The next question, are you a perfectionist? Does it drive you crazy when you don't like the look of something you're building and change it a million times? Yes, I am a perfectionist. I will not stop looking at something until it's just the way I want it, which is a blessing and a curse. It makes my builds a lot better, and I make sure there's like plenty of headroom and walking space, and it's very functional, but it also takes more time. Was there ever a build you started but stopped? The answer to that is no. Actually, I have never quit on a build. I almost did with the floating islands, but I didn't. I just kept pushing through, and I'm glad that I did because it turned out really cool, and I'm stuck while we're waiting for that. How long does it usually take you to do your builds, or does it matter how big it is? It does matter how big it is, but it also just depends on like how detailed it is. Like the water park took me much longer than I was expecting because of the slides, and the slides take like an hour to an hour and a half each slide, so it was more time consuming. And I would say most of my builds, because I do bigger ones, are probably like 1 to 2 months. I don't think I've ever gone over 3 months, but they do take a lot longer than most people's do. A lot of people build their house in one day, and I have no idea how people do that. What games do you play other than Bloxburg? So Bloxburg is pretty much one of the only games I play. I just like it because of the building and the architecture and the interior design and just how you're able to be creative with it. I do play World Zero, which is on Roblox, but if I just want to hang out with my friends, we'll just kind of play random games. So just depends, I guess, but it's pretty much just Bloxburg. Is it hard to keep an uploading schedule? I would say so. I mean, it's a little difficult, but it's not too hard just because I'm someone who does really well with schedules. So for Instagram, I post every other day at 7 a.m. And then for YouTube, if I do post, it'll be at 7 a.m. But I don't really have a schedule for YouTube. So I guess Instagram, it can be challenging sometimes, but I don't know. It's not too bad. What do you use to record and to edit? So to record, I use Screenshot, and I'll circle my mouse right there. This is Screenshot, and it's only for Macs. I actually used to use QuickTime, but now I use Screenshot because QuickTime actually crashes my computer, which is fantastic. And then for my camera when I film, this is a Nikon D3400. And then for editing, I use Final Cut Pro X, which is an investment. It is not free, and I would only get it if you are someone who is really into like filming and editing. But I do love the program. It is so nice. It's definitely an upgrade from iMovie, which I used to use for my old channel. Do you want Bloxburg to add pets to the game? Yes, but to an extent. And I will make a whole other video explaining that because otherwise it's gonna take a while. And I know some people are worried that it'll be like Adopt Me, but it won't. And I'll explain that in the other video. Does building make you happy? Yes, of course. I wouldn't be building if it didn't make me happy. Have you ever thought of quitting? No, and I think because I am so new to the game. If you've been playing this for a couple years, then yeah, like it would make sense that you were kind of considering moving on. I actually used to play a different game. It was called Animal Jam. I don't know if some of you played it, and I did like a channel on it and everything. And I played that game for 7+ years, and then people started quitting the game, and then no updates were happening, and then I was getting older. I think I was going into sophomore year, and I just decided to stop playing it, and I took a break from games and stuff like that. Then I found Bloxburg during quarantine. Where do you live? I live in the United States. I live in California. What subject did you struggle the most in high school? I would say history. I'm not really a huge fan of it, but I've been a pretty well-rounded student. I make sure to pay attention. I make sure to understand the material. I've gotten 4.0s, and I think my average GPA for the 4 years in high school was like a 3.8. I did fairly well, but history was one that I just had a hard time focusing in. Are you dating someone someone or do you have a crush? I have actually never been in a relationship. Do you have any big projects in the making? PS, love all the builds. Thank you. And yes, I do. I posted this on my social medias, but if you didn't see it, I'm saying it now. I actually am doing my next build based off of a movie, and I rented the movie to take pictures and videos of it to make sure I make it correctly. So I am very invested in this next build. What is your hobby? This is my hobby. This is what I do. I mean, I have lots of other hobbies, but this is like my main hobby. This is what I really enjoy doing. The second to last question is, how do you have really good quality? So thank you. I'm glad you think I have great quality. So for the pictures I post on Instagram, I will go to my settings and I'll turn up my graphics to manual and all the way up because it adds like more shadows and stuff. I just can't play with it because I have an iMac. I don't have a gaming computer. So I actually just keep it on automatic. But to make it more detailed and the quality is better for pictures, just because Instagram turns down the quality as well once you post it, I put my graphics all the way up. Otherwise, I just kind of have to hope that my internet's good. And last but not least, how long did it take you to get so good at building? I've been building for, I think it's been over a year now. Yeah, it has, because I've been over a year on Instagram. So honestly, it just takes practice. Just do some research, look up some designs, look up some color schemes, and just build. And the more you build, the better you'll get, and the more knowledgeable you'll get in the subject, and your builds will improve when you learn new things. Hopefully that answers your question. All right, so that is all of the questions. Hopefully the video's not too long. We'll see how it is. And I guess I did kind of play Bloxburg while filming, but I'm just driving around. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. I haven't really opened up about myself, so hopefully those questions kind of let you get to know me more, and I hope I answered some questions that are helpful to you guys. Thanks for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, make sure you do, and I will see you guys in my next video.